You could get out of here and go over to one of those computer ports.
Well, here it is, the 15-minute morning show podcast. I have to leave early to go to the veterinarian, but I wanted to be here to say hi. We laughed really hard today because of that stupid filter from Snapchat that Gandhi's using. Good old Gandhi.
I'm sorry.
We have a new member who has entered the chat, and it is hilarious. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes. What is it?
Here we go, everybody.
Whoever came up with this filter needs their ass kicked.
They need a Nobel Prize.
Oh my God. The one who's Skeery putting the coat hanger on his head, I look perfectly normal because the filter hasn't recognized my face yet. And right as Skeery pulls the coat hanger down onto his forehead, my face changes into the filter. It is the funniest shit ever.
So check out, if you want to see that one with Skeery and the coat hanger and Froggy, check out Baby Hot Sauce on Instagram on the stories, right? All right.
Yeah, that
with that said,
stories.
I got to go. My dogs are going to the little veterinarian visit. So
Bye.
Let's be nice to each other.
Okay. It's never good. Maybe it is good when you've laughed so hard today your stomach hurts.
Right. Oh, man.
You know, that happened to me the other day with Scotty B. Scotty B had a fit about, I can't remember what.
Andrew wanted me to help him go get coffee, and I said I would do it, but I can't because I cannot leave here for the amount of, get out of here, go in there. Okay, fine.
No, I want you both on the same mic for the filter. I want to see what the two of you look like.
I'm just trying to keep explaining to him that I'm happy to go do something. There's nothing beneath me. I'll go get coffee, but I can't leave here because I have to be here to push buttons.
Okay, and that's totally fair, and I get that, and I understand that. Like, truly understand. I do.
My blood pressure's going up.
However, the thing that you do is you say, I can go, and then when it's like, okay, can you go? No, I'm running the board until 8:20. Don't offer if you can't go until 8:20.
I would go.
Okay, so saying you would do something doesn't mean you are going to do it.
Fairness,
or can.
Scotty B has gone and left you to run the board on 3 occasions.
And you fucked it up twice.
Yeah. Twice.
It's twice.
And on both occasions, you fucked it up.
Bitch, I'm not SAG-AFTRA.
But Andrew, if he asks you to do it, then you should say, I can't do it.
Elvis was like, we'll be back right after this. And then there's nothing. And Andrew's sitting in the corner just doing this. And
how am I supposed to know?
I told you.
You say, oh, it's the lever. I don't know what these things do.
I never said lever. This is not a lever.
Okay, the button.
It's called a fader.
Okay, whatever it
fades
is.
Up and down.
I was not trained.
So anyway, the reason I laughed so hard is because Scotty had the meltdown, and then Andrew proceeded to impersonate Scotty having the meltdown. So do you want to do a quick imitation? Feel free to swear.
So Scott, when he's angry, his thing is going, you fucks! Shut up, you fucks! That's all he kept saying on repeat. You fucks! And then he told me, you could get out of here and go over to one of those computer ports.
He was so angry, he used a term from 1997.
Go over to a computer terminal out there. You dumb fuck. Boot up Windows 97 and get out there.
I want to see this. Yes, please.
That's not even a filter. That's Andrew.
On that note, I'm out. Bye, guys.
Oh my God. Wait for Scotty, everybody.
Hold on. We got to get to Scotty.
Scotty.
Oh, my God. In case you're just listening to this podcast.
That's how Scotty actually was. There's no filter.
Oh, my God.
No filter.
You're right.
In case you're just listening to this podcast, you really have to watch it. That is hilarious.
Oh, my goodness.
These are too much. You know, on a totally different note, but still kind of the same, Scotty mildly freaked out this morning. We were trying to figure out how to connect my studio to you guys, and I called him and said, hey, are you near the board? He's like, there's feedback. There's stuff happening. I don't know what's going on. But he was on the speakerphone with an engineer here, and the engineer heard him being like, I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't do it. I don't touch this board. And the engineer goes, he okay? He always like that.
It really wasn't
yes.
It wasn't quite like that.
He used words I'm not allowed to say.
First of all, I got caught like when I was in the middle of doing something here in the Z100 studio, and I didn't want to screw things up. So then I had to go in there to a board that I really don't ever touch.
No,
So
I don't.
You were like saying, "Oh, hit the selector up top and turn this." I get nervous that like I'm going to knock some satellite off or something, and I don't want to touch things. I get scared because that's
because that's what happens.
It was before 6 o'clock.
Right, but still, if you do something and that happens, they'll blame you fucking 3 years down the road for it.
Hey, Scotty, are you nervous going to the new studios that there's going to be new equipment that you got to figure out?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like that.
But Scotty gets so nervous though. He was literally one button away from connecting Gandhi and Froggy this morning, like one button. But he got so nervous and worked up over it, he couldn't hit that one button.
That's bullshit. I did everything that I was told.
Josh walked in and hit one button. He went, boop.
Josh is a fucking engineer. I did everything that I was told by Skeery.
That's right, you fucks.
And whoever was talking, I did what they told me to do. Skeery's like, put songs in the thing. I got scared to do that because I didn't want songs playing on the radio, but I did that.
Can you send me to my
Gandhi, you are mad slacking
please?
right now, Gandhi. You are mad slacking. You should have had that on filter.
I did everything I was told to do, and it didn't fix the problem, and I had to take care of what I'm paid to take care of.
I'm saying you were there. You got so worked up over it, though. You were one button away.
No, I wasn't worked up. I'm worked up now. No one told me to hit that button. Dick.
I don't even know which button you're talking about. But
listen, in Scotty's defense,
button, like,
you're also, as much as he was one button away from fixing it, he's also one button away from fucking everything up.
Yeah, and Froggy was listening. He heard everything. I wasn't flipping out. Hey, fuck you with that thing. I see it. Stop.
Roll it back. Roll it back, Gandhi. Roll it back. What do you got? You got some footage?
Yeah, I got it. And our digital department is like, can you please send me all the videos? Yes, I can.
Yeah, they're going to get 27 videos.
Scotty, you get so worked up.
I do because this is all false.
Well, you don't do change well.
I'll do nightmares. Nightmares about all this. Nightmares.
Wait till he freaks out. Hold on. Do you know what the most traumatizing part of this filter is? On me, it doesn't really look that different.
Yes, it does. Shut up.
Hey, we haven't done Danielle yet. I haven't seen what you look like with
I got
this.
plenty of Danielle all morning.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Skeery. You are the funniest person with that filter. I don't know what it is.
With the hanger on his head, though.
Oh, my God.
The thing is,
Did you know we were doing that just to get you to look into the camera?
No.
Like, I ran and looked for a hanger. I'm like, oh, my God. Because I knew Gandhi was just going to start filming this.
I had no idea. But no, earlier this morning when you got me good, I was rapping a song that is about anti-drugs, and it looks like I couldn't have done more drugs when you put that filter on.
By the way, I have a question. How is White Lines anti-drugs? All it is about doing cocaine.
No, but he's telling you not to during
every anecdote in the song. If you listen to lyrics, every part of that song talks about how people fuck their lives up.
Yes.
I don't know.
It was used in a national drug campaign.
Really?
Sideways.
Brody, why are you sideways?
I'm trying to fix something.
Just say no?
Yeah.
Crack is whack.
Don't do it.
I'd never heard that song before, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, never heard that song.
Was it regional?
Wow.
It must have been regional because I had
think
never
so.
heard it.
I've heard it until Skeery told me to find it.
Z100 played that every night for years beyond the 80s.
Absolutely.
Well into the 90s.
For sure.
It was a big song about anti-drugs. Wow. So thank you, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Melly Mel, wherever you are today.
So that song actually made its way onto one of those now that's what I call hip-hop albums, which came out in the early 2000s. So that's when I first heard it. My sister and I got the album, and we were like, this wasn't a real song. This is a parody.
Oh, no.
They didn't actually do this. Learned every word to it.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Wow.
He's the guy who put Grandmaster Flash is the first guy to put a turntable to and scratch and use a turntable as music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's credited with that in like the 70s.
Wow. Wow.
Legendary.
Thank
The
you.
Godfather from the Bronx. From your town, Danielle.
From the boogie down.
Behind the music. I love it.
With Jerry Jones.
So how's L.A., Gandhi?
It's great. I love LA. I mean, I'm I'm a little pissed off because this morning I called my Uber. Or my Lyft, actually. Set it up early so that I'd be on time. Walked out. I see him. I'm walking toward him. He looks directly at me, waved, and drove away.
I don't blame him.
My ride?
Have a nice day.
I don't blame him.
Oh, stop.
What? Fuck you, Scotty.
He probably knew you were going to put that fucking filter on him.
That'll do it.
But I was like, hey, wait a second. What just happened here? He waved at me and drove off. All right, fine.
That's happened to me before. That happened at Andrew's house. We were waiting after like Jingle Ball or something, and the guy pulls up, looks at me, and drives away. We're like, what the hell's going on?
Didn't like what he saw.
You know.
Travel woes. Same thing. I know you had some problems with the airline yesterday. On Saturday afternoon, I got the worst text that my trip from Columbus to Newark the following day on Sunday was canceled. And all of a sudden,
Why?
United sends, your flight has been canceled. Now, they blamed it on weather. Now, there was no weather in the area.
So
in
cancel
either
your flight
airport.
the day before and blamed it on weather?
Yes, but we know differently. I have a sneaking suspicion because I know that the plane was only like 50% full. There was only so many seats available. At some point, the airline wants to just cut bait on that flight because it costs more in fuel and staff to fly the plane
Then they're going to make on this.
Right.
Especially now with gas.
So they'll cancel you in the middle of nowhere and be like, sorry, weather. I'm like, what? How do you know 24 hours in advance? There was no weather in the sky. That was awful yesterday afternoon.
And that's the shitty thing is they use that weather excuse so they get away with all of it. They don't have to reimburse
Because if
any
it
of that
doesn't happen,
shit.
it's like, well, we were told that it was
Yeah,
going to
the
happen.
weather. That happened to me when I was in Orlando. And then Froggy, I had to get a flight out of Jacksonville the next day.
You had to drive.
And ended up, having to drive from wherever the fuck I was to Jacksonville.
2.5 hours.
Jesus.
So they canceled my flight. I had to get on a 7 a.m. flight, just randomly. Lucky. Otherwise, they're going to reschedule me till this morning. Imagine, what would Elvis say? Hey, Skeery, you're not in today. Where are you? Oh, I'm just in Columbus an extra day.
And it happened to
Fuck
Deanna,
that.
too. Deanna was supposed to be back at work today. She couldn't get back from Disney World.
They canceled
Yeah,
the
but
shit.
that worked out better for her because she got to go and I think she went to Animal Kingdom or something.
Right. And Gandhi, you had some issues, too.
Oh, I mean, I could go on forever about what happened, but I felt so pretentious because they're like, oh, we'll just bump you to a flight tomorrow. No, I cannot do it tomorrow. I have to be at work. And the woman was like, oh, what do you do for work? I have to be on a radio show. Well, what are you going to LA for? I'm going for an awards ceremony. You must get me there. I was like, this is horrible, but I really need to go. I have to be there, and I have to be there today because I'm not going to risk it today with everything that's going on.
I remember back when I started flying and I lived in Los Angeles and I was flying back and forth to see my family, and I would actually volunteer if the flight was oversold. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll take the fucking later flight, or you could bump me to the next day because then they give you a free voucher. But I cannot imagine doing that now, like changing all your plans and fuck that, man.
It was horrible. But what's really good, and I think that the universe was looking out for me, because the flight that they bumped me off of for no reason was supposed to leave Newark yesterday at 12:20. It got delayed at least 5 hours, at which point apparently everybody got onto the plane, then got told to get off of the plane, and now it's leaving at 9 a.m. this morning. I would have lost my shit over that one. So, yeah.
And,
it worked out okay.
Airlines are canceling now also because of lack of crew, because a lot of them, they're understaffed, and so they don't have enough people to work, so they cancel a flight.
That just sucks, man. Especially if you have it's your first day of vacation and you only get a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
You know, forget it. Because the hotel.
Or going for work. Yeah.
Yeah. The hotel or the resort that you're going to is not going to be like, yeah, no problem. We won't charge you for that day. You know, you got to hope that they're nice and give you some sort of a refund. But,
I feel like Brody would be the master at collecting on this.
Oh, 100%.
How many?
200%.
Yeah, 200%.
155%.
Perfect.
Brody would have the whole flight for himself, like the next day or something. He'll work it out. Yeah.
Gandhi, just tell me what the problem is. I'll fix it for you.
The problem is United Airlines. United. They are just trouble. Yeah, so I usually only travel Delta or United. Delta, for the most part, pretty solid.
Delta rarely cancels their stuff. Facts.
Right.
United.
Great.
Well,
you'll get there when you get there.
Our summer vacation is booked on Hawaii. That's great. To Hawaii is booked on United. I'm looking so forward to that.
Airline, Frog. Nope.
So if my 3 p.m. flight was canceled and I had to get a 7 a.m. instead, Brody, what would I be able to tell them? Because the truth of the matter is, I missed my entire fucking Sunday in Columbus to get on a 7 a.m. flight. That sucks. I need a travel voucher, right? $500. What do you think?
Or a seat upgrade the next time you fly. I would tell him there was some event you missed and it cost you a lot of money or it hurt your job or your career.
I don't want to lie, but
well, then don't talk to me.
Okay.
Anybody fly U.S. Airlines?
USA?
Yeah.
US Air?
Yeah. So the headline goes, Delta, United are so desperate for pilots, they are dropping some requirements and considering cutting training hours to get more pilots flying.
Hold on. Who is this? Hold on. What is it? What airline?
Delta and United. The article is on Business Insider.
Really?
Yeah, apparently if you play Flight Simulator, you can be a pilot.
Yeah. Jesus.
I heard they're doing the same for doctors, too.
Oh, that's
Did
fucked
you
up.
see that other thing, too, that a lot of truck drivers are being popped for marijuana? And with the CDL, I don't think you can have marijuana, right? I don't think you can smoke it.
You cannot. Not operate a commercial vehicle.
I
No.
have a CDL. I'm not. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably whoever you work for. I think is
Yeah.
probably the.
I know, depending on the state and things like that, you can't smoke marijuana if you have a CDL and you're driving a truck.
CDL,
so
HCL. Whatever.
So, like, what the fuck? All these people that are shipping your Amazon shit, Danielle, they can't get there because they decided to smoke a joint, which is legal for them to do, but they can't.
Yeah, but
drive a
either
truck.
way, then they crash the truck and you don't get your shit either.
That's
so
true.
That's
my
This
shit.
flying thing really worries me, though. This, like, the desperation for pilots.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine they
It
did
doesn't
that with
say how many
surgeons.
hours.
Like,
It might
yeah,
be like 2 hours less. Who
we
knows?
don't have enough surgeons, so we're gonna just make it so you don't have to have as many hours in surgery.
Just
Just come on
don't
in.
fly near any mountains. That's all. Don't go to Denver. You'll be fine.
Hey, I play
Denver's
Golden Tee. I'm
actually-
going to join the PGA Tour. You're
Right.
qualified.
No,
Congrats.
Denver is where I got to get out. Denver was solid yesterday. It was freaking New York. That was a shit show.
Well,
New York and
Gandhi,
Newark.
just be like your dad. Just take a train for a week and a half.
Right.
Could you imagine?
That'll work.
He's
Shit, that's
still
like
on that
the
train.
Oregon Trail takes less
I
time.
still could. Is it because he's afraid of flying?
He won't say he's afraid of flying. He says it's just inconvenient with TSA. And I'm like, there's
Oh,
nothing
wait, that's inconvenient.
more inconvenient than 6 freaking days on a train. What are you doing?
Your dad
But
should just use.
apparently, he's made like a little community with the other weirdos who are on that train for 6 days.
Right.
And now
Hobos.
they're having a ball, and it's like summer
Yeah, but
camp,
Gandhi,
so-
Gandhi, he's on a train for 6 days, but he's got 2 ounces of shampoo with him, so he's breaking the rules.
Yeah.
I would love to take a train cross country. Have you guys ever?
Oh, I've always wanted to do that.
I've taken a train
Always.
south from Washington D.C. to Florida. I took a train.
I've done that too, the auto train. But I want to
Yeah.
take one like out west, all across the
Yeah.
country. I think it'd be cool.
I want to do like a big, like with the whole family, like a thing,
Yeah,
sleep on it. and
Yeah,
all
you'll
that
love it
stuff.
until you get to Pennsylvania. You'll want to kill yourself.
I don't know.
No,
This is a
you
beautiful
have, like, a
country.
big- a
Yeah, you
nice
get
roomette.
claustrophobic.
What's that, Gandhi?
No, they have like these really nice roomettes. Some of them have, like a pull-out bed and
Right.
a sofa and all
Yeah.
this space, and it's a beautiful view
Yeah.
as you're driving through. They're not cheap. They're pretty expensive, but you can do it that way, and I think it'd be great.
Yeah, there's some like observation cars too, right? Like you can go
Yes.
and sit and
yeah, there's a
it's nice
cafe.
view.
The cafe car and stuff like
Do
that.
they
On
still have-
planes, can I go see the train conductor, do you think?
Probably
Do
not.
they still have like train bandits that climb up the top while the train is
Yeah, Scotty. Jesse James is gonna rob you.
Guys, you got to book.
All right. On that note, we're 3.5 minutes over, so nobody better bitch about us not giving enough time.
bank it,
Yeah.
bank it.